So this is one of our 4x8 square gardens. We've had various different things planted in this one over the gardening season. This is basil, and the basil has, as you can see, it's got the little tops on it. It's gone to seed, and of course back there as well, right here. If you notice, we got pepper plants. These are jalapenos, I believe, and got a good bit of them in here. You can see them all up in there, just growing and growing. Got several pepper plants. Got these little peppers just growing all in there. These are basil plants that have gone to seed. You can see down in here the brown seeds are the ones that are almost ready for us to take off of here and plant elsewhere. We've already got enough basil plants in this 4x8, so I think it'd be best if, as these seeds dry, that we collect them, set them aside, I guess, and just as we go along, maybe get them started in the house. In the planters, kind of like I'm doing some of the other little plants that I'm starting. But anyway, basil is one of those plants that deters pests, like some insect pests. So it's always good to have basil around. And not only that, but it's really good in some of your dishes that you grow. I mean, that dishes that you cook with the stuff that you grow. Of course, bugs do still get in here and still mess with stuff. Like, you know, our brassicas that we had in here really didn't do very well. They did really great for a while, and then the bugs just really knocked them down. Oh, look at that pepper. I think that pepper is about shot. You can see how some bugs kind of ate through it. There's another one down here. Of course, I'll just set that one there and let the little, I think this one had roly-polies underneath it. Yeah, there's some roly-polies down in there. So the roly-polies enjoy the peppers. I just sit up there and let them have at it. But anyway, the summer has been really tough on the gardens. This soil that I have, that I've mixed up to put in here, really doesn't retain water very well. I'm thinking this soil is just going to have to decompose over time before it really becomes, you know, good for my gardens. That 4x8 square down there is done a little bit better. It's got some basil there. It's got different little plants grown in it. This one has, I know you saw that yellow flower, some kind of melon. Yeah, coming off of there, some bugs have kind of gotten to it. But there's a melon down here. I guess it's a melon or some kind of squash, one or the other. These are dark leafy greens, kind of a dark waxy leafy green here. I peeled one of these off one day and ate it, and directly out of the garden. It was pretty good. And this little plant here with these little yellow flowers, this is a cucumber plant. You can see how it's putting out its little runners and little ball of leaves and stuff. And it just hadn't produced cucumbers yet. I'm hoping that it will. Oh, wait. Looky there. All right. There's a little cucumber. Still got its little flower on it. Hopefully these little cucumbers will survive. I also have eggplant in here. You can see the little flowers, and everywhere it's got, oh, there's one. There you go. I didn't see that one before. So I got various little things growing here. Dark leafy greens. Oh, there's another one. Little eggplants growing. And these are sweet potato tops, where I had put the sweet potatoes in the soil from sweet potatoes that I'd bought at the grocery store. I wanted to stick them in the dirt and just let the tops grow up. Sweet potatoes. So everywhere these vines, kind of like this vine here, you can see how it came up and then it leaned over and it wants to grow. It will vine out, and everywhere that it can, it's going to put little root runners down into the soil. And eventually it'll make a bunch of new sweet potatoes. Oh, look at that. Another little eggplant. And right there too. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Ah, now see? There right there is a little critter you don't want. That one's been sitting there eating my onions. Go ahead and get that darn thing off of there and just throw it away. This is basil flowering and going to seed. So whenever these seeds are ready, we'll transfer those elsewhere. And I need to dump this out. This is my what do you call it? That's where I put the grass clippings in there of water and made compost tea. I need to just dump that one out and start a fresh one. And this had potatoes in it. Potato tops have already died back. I don't think it made very good or any potatoes at all. I know there's a few small ones in here. You can see them here. Down in there, just little tiny potatoes. I'll probably dig those out sometime and stick them back in the dirt and let them grow again. But I don't know. Fall's coming on, so I need to prepare for my leafy greens fall garden. Yeah, we've got a lot to do, different things, different plants. These are turnip greens. I'll be picking some of those greens sometime soon, and maybe some of those dark leafy greens from back there, and make me some mixed greens. Maybe chop up an onion and maybe a pepper and put in with them with a little bit of vinegar. Back there on the other side of this fence, over in this area, is where I plan to build my expansion to this garden. And I've already got something planted like right over in there. It's a melon. I think it's actually pumpkins. I need to go out there sometime and check on it. If I can find it. It's out there somewhere. But anyway, I hear the chickens calling me. Talk to you later.